guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Heather, and on this channel we like to walk a very fine line between a shopping addicted makeup monster and a responsible adult with a makeup hobby. Now, I really enjoy eyeshadows, singles, duochromes, multichromes, palettes, blush, highlighter, lip gloss, basically everything except for pressed glitter. And today we are going to be doing my purchase or pass video. This is a video that was popularized by Samantha March, and so I'll leave her information down below, as well as the information for the creators that I use to create this type of video. If that sounds like something you're interested in, stick with me. We're getting into it right now. Alright, you guys, and so today we have a bunch of stuff to look at, and I am so excited. I just need to figure out where we left off last time, because I feel like a ton has released since then, and maybe that's just me. Oh, here we go. Okay, so the first thing to talk about is the Glamlight Red Velvet Cupcake Palette. And when this was sneak peeked, I was like, oh my god, sold already, put it in my cart. I may have even mentioned that in one of our previous purchase or pass videos. I was so excited for this palette. And then when they did the reveal, I was like, because I already have the, what is it, the Pie palette, which has a lot of like similar tones to this, and I have the Beauty Bay New Romantic palette, which has almost identical shades. Like, I think shade for shade I could dupe out this palette with the Beauty Bay palette. So I opted to pass on this palette since it's $25, but I do think it's so pretty, and if you don't have either of those two palettes, this might be something you're interested in checking out. My house isn't haunted, it's just my husband. Alright, the next thing to talk about is Good Molecules, which is now available at Ulta, which I think is awesome. And they have a glycolic exfoliating toner, and it's supposed to exfoliate dead skin cells, reveal smoother, brighter skin, and some hyaluronic acid is in there to help hydrate your skin. It's fragrance free, and it's supposed to be gentle and not cause any dryness or irritation. It's $14. And it's huge too, 4 ounces. So I think it's a really good price. Good Molecules is known for having really affordable products. I kind of want to try that pineapple exfoliating powder that they have as part of like my cleansing PM ritual. So I think that's going to be on my list next. But this looks really interesting too. Okay, Indica Beauty Boutique is releasing a David Bowie themed collection, which I think is kind of cool. There's going to be a hand mirror that's $16. Oh You Pretty Things shadow palette for $26, and Stardust highlighter palette for $25. So I don't think I'll be picking any of this up. David Bowie is not like my ride or die kind of theme, but I do think that the whole process, or the whole like collection, looks really nice together. I think that highlighter palette would look really beautiful on like medium or deeper skin tones. I definitely think most of those shades are going to be too deep for me, so for me it's not something that I need to pick up. The palette looks pretty with the reds and the blues there. I think that's a really nice combination. I don't see that very often in palettes, so I'll be curious to see what kind of looks people make with that, but overall I'm going to pass on it. Alright, the next thing to talk about is Pout and Shout is releasing what appears to be a blush palette or a face palette, and it's called the Choose Your Weapon palette, and they are jumbo sized pans. It's going to be about 16 to 25 Great British pounds, and they're requesting that you pay according to your means. So I think that that's kind of cool. The front cover is what really caught my eye, because you've got like a nose, you've got some claws, you've got paw pads, you've got a tongue. So you're kind of all over the place with like animal parts, which I think is pretty cool. I will not be picking this palette up, but I do think that the concept is pretty cool, and I would be curious to see other people review this one. Alright. Badass Beauties is releasing a new MRE, which they do these sort of like military kind of looking palettes, and this one is the Nudes palette, N-O-O-D-S, and it looks like it's kind of cool tone nudes with like a pop of a kind of a pinky color. There's a jewel toned kind of blue and a jewel toned kind of purple, and then sort of a chartreuse shade. I think it's pretty, but I don't think it's so different from palettes that I already have that I need to go out and spend money on this one. I'm definitely drawn to those like jewel tones in my palettes for sure. And because of that, I ended up picking up this palette from Cara Beauty when I was at TJ Maxx, actually, of all places. And so if you want to see how I got this look, you can check out the video on Friday. That'll be this look with that palette. But I'm definitely drawn to those colors. I know I already have them in my collection though, so I need to just take a step back and calm down. The next thing is the 18H Sweet on Hue Artistry palette from Morphe. It is going to be $20, and it looks like it's a pastel, mostly pinky, rosy, kind of cool toned palette with a couple pops of light blue. I definitely already have all these colors in my collection from brands that I like. Their formula is better, so I'll be passing over that one. ColourPop is doing the So Very Lovely collection, which is, I believe, already available for purchase. There's a palette for $18, Super Shock blushes for $8, lippy sticks for $7, and cream gel pencils for $7, and these are metallic cream gel pencils. So I think that that's, you know, pretty cool. The packaging for everything is stunner, 10 out of 10. The actual palette itself, though, it seems kind of boring to me. It's very neutral, and there's a pop of peach and a pop of lavender, which they've put next to each other, so I think that makes it look more vibrant and interesting than what the color story is, because if you kind of cover those two shades up, the rest of the palette is very boring. So I'll be passing over all of that, but I did think it was pretty packaging that they had released. Artist Couture is releasing the new Fresh Face Forward collection, which has a multi-use beauty powder in 5 shades for $34, a primer for $32, and a lip oil for $20. That's kind of expensive for me. I haven't tried anything from Artist Couture, and I would like to, but none of the stuff that they've had except for the, what was it, Ethereal Love, nothing else has really like struck my fancy. And because I ordered the Glamlight Ice Cream Dream, I did not think that I needed to get Ethereal Love or Eternal Love, whatever it was called. That kind of like bluey, orangey, creamsicle palette with the pastels in it that are like pinky and blue, purple. That one. So I'll be passing over this collection because I just don't think it's enough of a draw for me to want to like try a new brand. Alright, Midas Cosmetics is collabing with someone called the Basic Bee, and they are coming up with the Perception palette, which is $20. Now, in the original like promo photos and everything, they have this like blues and purples and aquas and pinks, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's like NASA themed. I was all about it. And then I saw the inside of the palette, and I saw how few like bright colors there were, and how most of it was like pinky, orangey, warm toned color story. So I think I'm going to be passing over that one just because the color story is not, it's not what I'm like vibing with right now. It's too many pinky orangey things and not enough of like greens, blues, purples. So I'm going to hold out. Maybe Midas will come out with something else maybe this year, maybe next year, that I'll be a little bit more interested. Copacetic Cosmetics has sneak peeked their June quad for their subscription box, which I did used to get their subscription box, but I've since put it on hold because I feel like I have other things that I want to use my somewhat limited budget on. So I have not been getting it for the last few months, but this set is very pretty. There's a gold, a really pretty cobalt blue that looks like it's on a black base. There's a blue purple duochrome, and then kind of a peachy gold duochrome. So very, very pretty. I'll be curious to see what that box comes together it'll look like. Alright. The next thing, the Lab Cosmetics is releasing new paint pods. There's 43 colors total, and there are 16 shades that are metallic, which is what this little clip is showing. These are very, very pretty. I'm not sure if they're meant to be like a liquid eyeshadow. I think that's what they're meant to be. The whole like bottom half of this girl's arm though, or this person, I don't know if it's a girl, the whole bottom half of this person's arm is giving me like beach vibes for sure. So definitely making me want to go to the beach. I probably won't pick up any of these, but I do think that they are so, so pretty. Alright. Lashes by Lena has launched new single eyeshadows, and they are a marble series. So all the pans are marbled, which you can see here. They are $19 each. So it looks like they're actually a pretty big pan because they're holding them kind of like this. I personally will not be picking any of these up. I don't mind marbled eyeshadows, but when they have really high contrasting colors like blue and yellow, like you're just gonna get green out of that, you know what I mean? So as interesting as they look in the pan, they're not really gonna, like, that specialness isn't going to show up on your lid. You're just going to get one kind of like muddled color. So I will not be picking these up because I just don't think I need them, especially for that price. Alright, this I thought was cute. This is Daisy's Baddest Cosmetics, and they're releasing this, what is this? The Lola Bunny and Bugs eyeshadow palette is 10 shades, mattes and shimmers. There's 2 sets of lashes and a hand mirror. I think these are really, really cute. I love the kind of like splattery theme to it. I love that it's like a sneaker shape. That's kind of cool and interesting. It looks to be pastel, so I probably don't need to pick this up because I have like 8 pastel palettes. If you guys would be interested in seeing like a comparison between multiple pastel palettes that are available, let me know in a comment down below because that's something that I could potentially film for you guys. I'll be passing over this collection, but I did think it was so cute and it gave me a lot of nostalgia, so I just wanted to share it with you. Okay. Makeup Geek is releasing the Skin Brilliance Facial Elixir, and do I have a price on it? I don't see a price. It's 15 ml, so it's kind of a small amount, and it sounds like you can use it as like a primer, a foundation mixer, or as like a liquid highlighter. I personally don't need to pick this up. I have a lot of primers already that I haven't used up and I'm trying to work through, so I don't need to pick this up, but I just, like, for Makeup Geek, who kind of needs to revitalize and like revive their brand, I just don't think that a like luminous primer is going to be the way to go, but I'll wait to see what else they come out with. Alright, Adept Cosmetics is releasing the Codane? I watched the video that showed me how to pronounce it and I still forgot. But anyway, they're releasing this palette and they're releasing it with some alternatives. So you can either get it in its original orientation, or you can get one of the mattes or both the mattes taken out and get other shades put in, or you can take one of the shimmers out and put a different shade in. So they're letting you do a little bit of like customization to this, which I think is kind of cool. I probably will not pick up this palette, although I've seen it swatched and it looks so pretty, but I just don't think I need any extra like all shimmer palettes right now. I have a lot of really pretty special shades, and I did just order a couple singles from JD Glow, so I think I need to kind of like settle down a little bit. Soul Body is doing a body foundation tinted moisturizer kind of thing, and let's see, it looks like 12 different shades. It does go from pretty light to pretty dark, so that's good. I won't pick this up. I am not a body makeup person. I think I said that in my last purchaser pass as well. I would be so afraid of like getting this on somebody's couch or like carpet, brushing it off onto my kids. Like, I'm not like going on a red carpet anywhere anytime soon, so I don't think I need a product like that, but I do think it's kind of an interesting thing for them to have launched. And I wonder if it would work just as well as their tinted moisturizer, in which case maybe you could get more volume of product for a better price. Grunge Glow Co. is releasing the Pastel Grunge eyeshadow palette, which is 12 shades, and you have 8 mattes, 4 glitters. That's way too many glitters for me. Despite the fact that I'm wearing a bit of a glittery shade on my eyes today, I do not like pressed glitters in palettes, and I will just be passing over this entirely. Okay, Queen's Cosmetic Store is releasing the Euphoria palette, and it has blues, pinks, a black, and a silver. I think it is actually a really pretty color story. I think it would be cool to see some looks using something like this, so while I'm not going to pick it up, it does kind of inspire me to make some looks. Ciate London launched their Velvet Cloud lip powders. So they released this first in the IndieMood collection, which was ridiculous, and now they're releasing a nude brown, a berry shade, and a pink shade. They're 18 pounds each. I actually think this is kind of interesting. I think this is good for Ciate to kind of step out there and do like different products rather than just being like, here's another lip gloss, here's another bronzer. So I definitely applaud them for doing something a little bit different. I would actually be interested in trying this product. I don't know what shade I would try. Maybe the berry. But it looks like it would give you kind of like that blotted lip kind of look, kind of soft matte, kind of powdery finish. So I would be interested in trying this one. I may put that on my list. Alright, Geek Chic Co. is launching a highlighter palette. Is this a highlighter palette? Yeah. It's the Beach Battle highlighter palette, and it's kind of like Pokemon themed, I think. So you have like different Pokemon names as the different colors. You've got 3 very pigmented shades that I think would work more so like eyeshadows, and then you've got 3 that could be more like highlightery, blush toppery kind of shades. It's cute. It's $25 though, so I probably won't pick this one up, but I did also notice that the embossing in the pans is the same as the Clinique embossing, so I think that's kind of cool. Okay, Glam Shop released a crap ton of singles, and I am here for it so much. There's so many shades that are so pretty. You've got some mattes, you've got some shimmers, you've got stuff that looks glittery but is like that kind of foiled shimmery metallic kind of finish. I definitely want to make another order from Glam Shop. They've got some really beautiful palettes, and I definitely would love to pick up some of these individual shades, so I'm gonna have to look through them all like very closely and decide which ones I want. I kind of hope they send everything to Angelica so that she'll swatch it all so that we can see everything, but these shades are stunning. Alright, Moira Cosmetics is releasing the Sweet Delights palettes, and there are 4 of them. There's kind of a purple pinky one, a rainbow one, a pastel one, and then what was the other one? I forget. Hang on. Was it orangey? Oh yeah, it's like an orangey one. That's why I forgot it, because it's so neutral. I don't care about it. Anyway, these palettes look super cute. The pastel one is very pretty. The rainbow one is very pretty. The pinky purple one I think draws me in more so than any of the other palettes. I probably won't pick any of these up just because there's other things that I want to pick up right now, but I do think that those are really pretty. Alright, Summer Candy Cosmetics is releasing 4 new palettes. They have one that's kind of like blue, green, brown. They have one that's more of a rainbow, one that's more neutrals, and then one that's like some cool toned, almost like green gray shades, some blues and pinks. That one I think draws me in a lot, as well as the like brown, green, blue palette. Like those 2 on the right hand side of the picture, they draw me in a lot compared to the other 2 palettes. Okay, so the nude palette is $24, and then the other 3 palettes are $31.06, which is just such, oh I see, because it's originally in Great British pounds, so that's why. They're £21.99. So I think they're pretty. I probably will not pick any of these up because I have so many other palettes that I want to test out, but I do think that the color stories are very pretty and interesting, so just know that they're there if you want them. Alright, XX Revolution is doing mini palettes. There are 6-pan palettes. They have nudes, they have oranges, they have greens, they have pinks, they have blues. They have all kinds of colors. I think the green is really pretty. The blue is pretty. I like the really bright, vibrant colors. Like that's what I'm down for right now. It's like I'm ready to go to the beach and I'm ready to have the beach on my face. That's where I'm at. So I probably won't pick any of these up, but I do think they're really pretty. I love the kind of faux snakeskin packaging for them, especially in the electric green. Like that just is eye-catching for me. I don't know why. It's probably tacky as hell to everybody else, but I think it's pretty. Okay, Bellamy Hair is collabing with Amrezy to make a flat iron and a curling iron, some hair clips. Okay, so this is $100 for a collab for hair products. I'm not so into my hair. Like obviously my hair is always on its own journey and I'm not invited along. Okay, Huda Beauty is going to be releasing the Glowish collection, and it is a skin tint for $37, a bronzing powder for $31, an airbrushed complexion brush for $31, and a bronze brush for $27. Now, I think the packaging for the Radiant bronzers is like stunning. I think it looks beautiful. I would love to just put my little grubby fingers in there and swatch those shades out. They look like they give a nice reflect. I'm down for that entirely. The only thing that I don't love about it is the fact that the bottom of the compact is a square and the top is a circle, so it's like, I don't love that. I wish it was just a square on both sides with like the clear acrylic. That would have been like perfect for me. tinted skin, like the skin tint, I don't need for $37. I have so many other skin tints. Drugstore skin tints are fine for me, so I'll be skipping over that. These brushes though, Lord, these brushes look like somebody tossed them in a dryer or tossed them in a washer with like some dirty sneakers and just ran them through the wash, the dryer, and the fluff cycle just for good measure. And now they're like, the hairs are all kind of crazy. They're dark at the bottom and light at the top, but they don't look like an intentional ombre. They just look dirty to me. So I'm going to be passing over all of the brushes. The bronzing powder I might think about sometime in the future. Makeup Revolution is doing these Pro Cream Skin Perfector CC Skin Tints, and they're going to be $16 US each. There's 5 different shades. It looks like one of those products where you put it on and it's like white or like not your skin color, and then rub it in, and as you rub it in, it like changes to adapt to your skin color. I'm not really sure how those products work, but I feel like they've been around for a while. I know Urban Decay had a primer that did that. I think it was the Optical Illusion primer. Was that the right one? It was the year that they released all their primers in one. It was like one product launch. It was like 5 different primers. I think it was Optical Illusion. I know there are some drugstore foundations that have claimed to do this, so I don't really know the technology behind it, nor do I need to know the technology behind it, but I think it's kind of a cool concept. I like that they list out the shades for their other foundations, so if you're interested in this one, you know which one to pick based on your other matches in their collections. So I do appreciate that. Again, it's $16, so I'll be passing over that, but I do think it's pretty. Alright, hey you guys, so of course my camera had to die during this video, but we are back. So Beauty Bay has the Utopia collection. There's an 8-pan palette, there's a 5-pan water activated liner set, some glosses, and some individual, what I'm assuming are eyeshadows similar to like a ColourPop type formula. This is really cute. I love the palette. I love the crazy colors. I would definitely be tempted to buy that. The water activated liner set I would probably skip over, even though I like the center 3 shades, because I think the kind of orangey red shades on either end are so similar to one another that you don't need both. So I'm not sure why they chose to put both of those in there and not something else that was kind of vibrant and summery, like a yellow or something. I don't know. NARS is putting out another Orgasm product. Are we surprised? No. This is the Orgasm on the Beach Summer 2021 collection, and it's going to have the Orgasm on the Beach Cheek palette for $59 and the Jumbo Orgasm Blush, oversized in pink packaging, for $40. I don't love the NARS Orgasm Blush that much, so I will be passing over that. Yeah, this just kind of bores me, so that's a pass for me. Alright, Wayne Goss cannot be stopped. He's releasing the Goss Edit collection, which is a brush bundle. I'm sure it's ridiculously priced. It's 7 brushes. It's made in Japan, so it's going to be a no for me already because I have no idea how much it costs. But I know I don't make that much money. Alright, this one is really cool. I wanted to talk about this. Oh, you guys, my hair journey. My hair's hair journey. I don't know. Anyway, CXC Beauty is doing the Refined Radiance Bronzers, which are going to be coming in 25 shades. That's ridiculously, like, that's a huge number of shades. I was looking at the actual shades themselves, and I do think they go really light to really dark, so I think that's great. It's definitely weighted more on like the dark tones, which I can appreciate, because I think as a lighter skinned person you can get away with a bronzer that's not quite the right shade for you or not quite the right undertone for you, unless it goes too orange or too yellow. But when you have a deeper skin tone and you have the different, like, you know, undertones for that, I feel like you have to be more careful. I mean, I don't know personally, obviously I'm not deeper in skin tone, but I've heard that from other creators of deeper skin tones that you have to be very careful about the undertones of things. So I think that it's cool that they're trying to cater to this very, you know, broad selection of undertones. So I think that's cool. I don't know the price. I don't know the price of these, but I do think that it's a cool collection, and I think because of the different undertones they've done, you could actually get both a bronzer and a contour out of the collection. At least I think I could. And these shades go pretty deep, so I would think most people would be able to get something out of this collection. So I think that that's pretty cool. Let me see if there's a price on it. CXC Beauty. I don't see a price. don't see a price. Okay. Moving on. Alright. Fatal Beauty LLC is releasing some different palettes, and I got so excited by the one palette that they dropped. I immediately ordered it and I had like no regrets. And then like a couple of days later they released another palette that I was like, if I would have known that they were all releasing around this time, I would have waited and picked up both. But since they decided to release them one day at a time, I only picked up the first one. So alright, so the one that I picked up is the Frankenstein palette, and it is so pretty. It has a black, a dark gray, a lime green, a blue, a purple, and then it has a glitter in it, but I'm told by the owner of the brand that this is a sheer glitter, green, yellow, orange iridescence, and it is eye safe. So I am so hyped for that. $17. I was definitely happy to pick that one up. They also have Demon Diva, which is more of like a red-orange color story. I think we all probably have that in our collections. The Drop Dead Gorgeous palette, which is pinks and like blue aqua kind of colors. And then they have Vamp Vixen, which has some kind of rosy nudes and purples in it. And I think there's supposed to be a total of 6 of these palettes. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's only 4 of them? Oh, I guess there's one more. I can't read what the name of it is because it's in a picture that's very, very small. But it appears to just be like some shimmery, glittery shades that are like pinks, blues, and oranges. Alright, so like I said, there's a bunch of different palettes from this Fatal Beauty. So I'm going to try that first one, and if I really like it, I may actually go back and pick up some of these other palettes because I do think the whole bundle is super, super cute. So we'll see here. Oh, and how much is the bundle together? Is it going to tell me? The full collection is $78. That's a bit pricey. But it's such a cool collection. I'm definitely going to consider picking up Vamp Vixen. I don't know if I would pick up the other ones, but definitely that one for sure. Alright. The next thing, oh, and I did bookmark all these. Okay. The next thing to talk about is C Color Cosmetics is doing the Purple Rain palette, and for some reason this Purple Rain palette actually feels more like the Prince collection than Urban Decay's Prince collection. But anyway, this is clearly a dupe for the Jeffree Star Cosmetics, what was it, Blood Moon, Blood Purple, who cares, it's Jeffree Star. Anyway, so when I first saw the Jeffree Star palette, I was like, this is really not a purple palette. It's like a palette with a couple pops of purple in it, and I was like, no. And the more I looked at it, the more I was like, I kind of like the teal in relation to the purples. I kind of like the dark smoky purple shimmer. I think some of those colors are arguably pretty colors, but I would never purchase the product because I don't support Jeffree Star. And so when I saw this come out, I was like, wow, so it's a really similar color story, but it's not going to be him getting my coin. So I was definitely more interested in the palette. So I did go ahead and pick this up. It was only $10. So when I get it, I'll try to use it on camera so we can all see what the quality is like. I have no idea about C Color quality. Obviously they're doing dupe palettes, so I'm guessing the quality is going to be kind of on the low side, but if we can make this look like work, this would be a really cool color story to work with. Alright, Briogeo is doing new shampoo and conditioners. They have the mango, what is this? Mango and cherry mango and cherry oil control and balancing conditioner and shampoo. Each are $28. So I probably won't be picking these up. I tried a Briogeo set this past year because I heard so many rave reviews about the green apple matcha collection and the banana coconut ones. I don't know if it's just me or like my shower, but this shampoo and conditioner made my shower so slippery. I almost fell every time I used it. Like I would literally, like my feet would go out from under me, kind of slipping and falling in the shower. I don't want to like set myself up for an early death for using a shampoo that smells good, so I'll be passing over that for my safety. Alright. A-Rod is releasing this like men's makeup, which is like a blur stick. It's gonna camouflage blemishes, razor burn, dark eye circles, and it's $17. It comes in 8 shades. Okay, so it comes in 4 like super pasty shades. It comes in 3 kind of like light medium kind of shades, and then 1 that's like medium dark shade. Maybe medium on a sunny day. So the shade range sucks. I'm not a fan of that. It's $17. I really don't need anything like this in my collection, so I'll be passing over that. And I would not purchase for my husband because there's no shade range for him. Beauty Marked Cosmos is releasing this little like kitty cat collection. It has a palette, 3 glosses, and a pair of earrings, which I think is kind of cute. It's called Neko Tales. I do like the palette. I think it's interesting. I love the packaging on the front, and I love the boxes, how they kind of like line up together to make the little cat logo. I probably won't pick this up because I don't really need it per se, but I do think it's a pretty color story. Alright. Kiko Milano is releasing this collection, the Dolce Diva collection, and it has an after sun cream for $19, a baked blush trio for $9, a baked bronzer for $20, a baked highlighter for $19, a blender kit for $14, double-ended brush for $20, eye definer for $13, 2 eyeshadow palettes $16 each, a setting powder $17, a cushion highlighter $21, lip stylus $12, lip contour $16, loose eyeshadows $14, nail products $6, geez Louise, and lip liners $10. My god, that's a lot of products. I love the little like basket weave look to the highlighters and the one bronzer. I think that's really pretty. I never understand why they don't make all of the products look the same for the like type of product they are. For example, all their bronzers don't look the same. 2 are baked and have kind of like swirl appearance, and then 1 has like this lattice work in it. So I don't know why they do that, but they have done that in previous collections too, and I just find it odd. I think the highlighters are the star of the show here. Those baked highlighters look gorgeous. The liquid highlighters look gorgeous. I'm definitely tempted to pick those up. I probably won't pick up the liquid highlighters though, because they're so expensive. But the regular highlighter, I might consider picking that up. Alright, Vanilla & Co. is releasing the Pore Clarifying Clean It Zero Cleansing Balm, and it has triple peel acid blend, and it's going to get rid of dead skin cells, remove impurities from the pores, and gently exfoliate. So similar to that toner that we saw from Good Molecules, but this is in like your pre-cleanse kind of cleansing balm. I definitely want to give this one a try. I may pick it up at Ulta since they have 20% off of one product right now, and this would be a product that would fall under that category. So I may pick that up at this point. So Glam Shop is doing a collab with Z Melawana Official. I'm not sure if that's how you say her name. I'm hoping that's how you say her name. She's releasing a matte palette that's 9 pans and then a shimmer palette that's 9 pans. The shimmer palette looks stunning. Oh my gosh. The green, the blue, the purple. I love those shades. That's so, so pretty. I don't know if I'll pick this one up or not. Like I said, I do want to check out her singles more so than the palettes, but it's very, very, very tempting. Jen Loves Reviews is doing a collab with Sigma, and they are going to be releasing the Untamed eyeshadow palette, and then the E27 blending brush, the E33 detailed diffused crease brush, and the E65 small angled brush for $65 together. So you get a palette and 3 extra brushes for $65. I think that's actually a really great price. The affiliate codes do not work on top of that, so you can't get additional money off, but I think even for that price, it's a pretty decent price. I'd be curious to see if they're going to do any other palettes with, or any other collabs with other people that also include a palette, so I'm going to kind of wait and see if they do like the is it the Enchanted? Yeah, the Enchanted palette. That would be one that I'd be curious to pick up as well. So I'm going to keep my eye out for that. e.l.f. is releasing more products for the Jelly Pop family. There's a watermelon lip mask for $6, a glow stick for $8, a watermelon glitter mask for $12, some glosses for $5, and a skincare set for $18. I think that's pretty cool. I don't think I've tried anything from the Jelly Pop collection just yet, but I think the watermelon scented stuff probably smells amazing, like glow recipe stuff, so I'd be interested in trying it. And with that said, I think that is everything for this video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye!